Hey there guys, we returned to the beta of Legion. Welcome back, I am EctoMaster. We're continuing the talents look at a preview from the beta, early beta of course. And I have to apologize. Oh my god, I don't know how stupid I was. But here I was going, okay, here's, we're doing everything alphabetical, and I did the mage thing. And then I realized that as I was doing the alphabet in my head, and I should have just written all this down. I skipped Hunter. So, I'm going down the list. A, B, C, D, and I just forget. I totally forgot Hunter. Not like it's a bad thing. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the Hunter talents, starting with Beast Mastery, going down to Survival. They're all damage. They all base everything off of Agility. It's a pure DPS class. Nothing else. They get tanky pets, but that's about it. Anyways, let's take a look. So, Beast Mastery. Master of the Wild, who can tame a wide variety of beasts to assist them in combat. And they use Cobra Shot, Kill Command, Bestial Wrath, Dire Beast, Multi-Shot, and Aspect of the Wild. Talents. So they're base class, so every 15 levels except between 90 and 100. So 15, we get Big Game Hunter. Increases the critical strike chance of your Auto Shot and Cobra Shot by 50% on targets who are above 80% health. Way of the Cobra. Cobra Shot deals 10% increased damage for every pet or guardian you have active. Dire Stable. Dire Beast generates 8 additional focus over its duration. Level 30, we have Stomp. When your Dire Beasts charge in, they will stomp the ground, dealing X physical damage to all nearby enemies. Dire Frenzy. Replaces Dire Beast, causes your pet to enter a frenzy, performing a flurry of 5 attacks on the target and gaining 30% increased attack speed for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Chimera Shot. A 2-headed shot that hits your primary target and another nearby target, dealing X nature damage to one and X frost damage to the other. Generates 10 focus for every target hit. Level 45, we have Post Haste. Disengage also frees you from all movement impairing effects and increases your movement speed by 60% for 8 seconds. Far Strider, your ability critical strikes have 10% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on disengage. And Dash increases the duration of Aspect of the Cheetah by 3 seconds. So that is one thing that they definitely did change, and I think I mentioned this in another video. They changed Aspect of the Cheetah. It is now timed and not something that just lasts until you get hit. It's got a duration to it, that's all. Level 60, One with the Pack grants Wild Call 10% increased chance to reset the cooldown on Dire Beasts. Bestial Fury increases the damage bonus of Bestial Wrath by 20%. And Blink Strikes, your pet's basic attack deals 50% increased damage, can now be used from 30 yards away and will instantly teleport your pet behind its target. Your pet can teleport only once per 20 seconds. Level 75, I had to take a breath on that, sorry. Level 75, we have Binding Shot. Fires a magical projectile tethering the enemy and any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. Stunning them for 5 seconds if they move more than 5 yards from the arrow. Wyvern Sting, a stinging shot that puts the target to sleep, incapacitating them for 30 seconds. Damage will cancel the effect, usable while moving. And Intimidation. Command your pet to intimidate the target, stunning it for 5 seconds. Level 90, we get some AoE abilities. You have Murder of Crows. Summons a flock of crows to attack your target, dealing X physical damage over 15 seconds. When a target dies while affected by this ability, its cooldown will reset. Barrage. Rapidly fires a spray of shots for 2.8 seconds, dealing X physical damage to the target, and an average of X physical damage to each other enemy in front of you, usable while moving. And Volley. Oh, Volley, I missed you. Launches a volley of shots at the target, dealing X physical damage over 6 seconds. Level 100, we have Stampede. Summon a herd of stampeding animals from the wilds around you that deal damage to your enemies for 12 seconds. Definitely a change from what it is now. Now it is summon like your stable and they fight. So this is a big change. Killer Cobra, while Bestial Wrath is active, Cobra Shot has a 25% chance to reset the cooldown on Kill Command. And Aspect of the Beast. Kill Command causes an additional effect based on your pet's specialization. So Ferocity, the target also bleeds for X physical damage over 6 seconds. Tenacity, your pet also takes 15% reduced damage over 6 seconds. And Cunning, the target's movement speed is also reduced by 50% for 4 seconds. So there you have it. That is Beastmaster. Let's move on to Marksman ship. I don't know. I just call it Marksman. It's just easier. So Marksman, a master archer or sharpshooter who excels in bringing down enemies from afar. Arcane Shot, Mark Shot, Bursting Shot, Aim Shot, Multi-Shot, and Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark returns, ladies and gentlemen. It's a passive. Arcane Shot, Multi-Shot sometimes causes the target to gain Hunter's Mark, activating Mark Shot. So, I'm already seeing some similarities. There are some differences. 45 and 90 are all the same, but 75 has similar stuff, except for one thing. Let's check it out. So, level 15, we have Lone Wolf. Increases your damage by 20%, but you no longer have a pet. Steady Focus, using Arcane Shot or Multi-Shot 3 times in a row, increases your focus regeneration by 20% for 10 seconds. True Aim. Each successive Arcane Shot or Aim Shot fired at the same target increases the damage those shots deal to the target by 2%, stacking up to 10 times. Limit of 1 target. Level 30, we have Explosive Shot. Fires a slow-moving munition directly forward. Activating this ability a second time detonates the shot, dealing up to X fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards. Damage based on proximity. Black Arrow. Fires a black arrow at the target, dealing X shadow damage over 8 seconds and summoning a dark minion to taunt it for the duration. When you kill an enemy, the remaining cooldown on Black Arrow will reset. Trick Shot. Aim Shot will now also ricochet and hit all vulnerable targets for 30% of normal damage. 45 is the same, so we're going to skip that. Level 60, we have Careful Aim. Aim Shot, Arcane Shot, Mark Shot, and Multi-Shot have 20% increased critical strike chance against targets above 80% health. And those critical strikes deal an additional 30% damage over 8 seconds. Heightened Vulnerability. Your next Mark Shot applies 3 stacks of Vulnerable to all marked targets. And Patient Sniper. Gain the patience of a veteran sniper, increasing your maximum focus by 30 and causing Mark Shot to apply Deadeye instead of Vulnerable. Deadeye increases your Mark Shot and Aim Shot damage by 150% for 8 seconds. Level 75, Binding Shot, Wyvern Sting are the same, but we have Camouflage. You blend into the surroundings and gain stealth for 1 minute. While Camouflage, you will heal for 2% every 1 second. Level 90 is the same, but we also have level 100, Sidewinders. Replaces Arcane Shot. Launches Sidewinders that travel toward the target, weaving back and forth and dealing X nature damage to each target they hit. Cannot hit the same target twice, and applies Vulnerable to all targets hit. Also replaces Multi-Shot, so not only does it replace Arcane Shot, but Multi-Shot as well. Headshot. A powerful shot which deals up to X physical damage to the target, and up to X physical damage to all enemies between you and the target. And Lock and Load. Your ranged auto attacks have a 10% chance to trigger Lock and Load, causing your next 2 aim shots to cost no focus and be instant. There you have it. Marksmanship is sounding fun. I might actually have to try that. Don't you give me that look. True Shot. I saw that look. Alright, Survival. Let's look at this. So, a rugged tracker who favors using animal venom, explosives, and traps as deadly weapons. This is where you get to use a melee weapon. So you have Mongoose Bite, Lacerate, Carve, Flanking Strike, Raptor Strike, and Explosive Trap. So all of these abilities that they removed are now back. So, 45 is the same. 75 has 1 similar, but 2 different. 90 is different, so we'll take a look at that. But Murder of Crows is in there as well, so, and Aspect of the Beast is there. So we'll take a look at it. So, level 15, Animal Instincts. Flanking Strike also grants you the instincts of your pet for 7 seconds, providing one of the following combat enhancements. Instincts of the Raptor increases haste by 10%. Instincts of the Cheetah increases movement speed by 20%. And Instincts of the Mongoose increases mastery by 10%. Throwing Axes. Tosses 3 axes at an enemy, each dealing X physical damage. And the Way of the Moknafal. Raptor Strike also grants you Moknafal Tactics, increasing your attack power by 5% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Level 30, we have Caltrops. It replaces Tar Trap, scatters Caltrops in an area. Enemies who step on a Caltrop will take X physical damage and have 70% reduced movement speed for 15 seconds. Improved Traps reduces the cooldown of Freezing Trap by 15%, and the cooldown of Explosive Trap and Tar Trap by 50. And then Steel Trap. Hurls a Steel Trap to the target location that immobilizes the first enemy that approaches for 30 seconds, and deals X bleed damage over 30 seconds. Other damage may break the immobilization effect. Limit 1 trap will exist for 1 minute. Skipping 45, skipping the first one in 60, we have Dragon Fire Grenade. Hurls a Dragon's Fire Grenade at the target that explodes into flames, inflicting X fire damage over 8 seconds, and reducing movement speed by 20%. The volatile flames on the target also scorch nearby enemies for X damage every 1 second. Snake Hunter instantly grants you 3 charges of Mongoose Bite. There you go. Level 75, we have Sticky Bomb. Hurls a concussive grenade at the target, which sticks to them and explodes after 3 seconds, knocking back all nearby enemies. Ranger's Net replaces Wing Clip, hurls a net at the enemy, rooting the target for 3 seconds, and then reducing movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. Damage may break the effect. And then Camouflage we already talked about. So level 90 we have Butchery. Replaces Carve, strike all nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting X physical damage to each. Mortal Wounds, each time Lacerate deals damage, you have a 2% chance to gain a charge of Mongoose Bite. And Serpent Sting. Serpent Sting, targets hit by your Raptor Strike and Carve are also affected by Serpent Sting, dealing X nature damage over 15 seconds, not physical. Level 100, Spitting Cobra. Summons a Spitting Cobra for 30 seconds, that attacks your target for X nature damage every 2 seconds. While the Cobra is active, you gain an extra 3 focus every 1 second. Expert Trapper. All of your traps are improved in the following ways. So Freezing Trap. When Freezing Trap's incapacitate effect ends, the victim and all nearby enemies' movement speed is reduced by 50% for 4 seconds. Explosive Trap. Increases Explosive Trap's damage over time by 100%. Tar Trap. Enemies moving through the tar have a chance to be rooted in place for 4 seconds. And Steel Trap. Your Steel Trap also deals an immediate X bleed damage when triggered. So I'm wondering if I clicked on Caltrops. Nope, still says Star Trap. So let's do Improved Trap. There we go. Just thought I'd play on it. Why not? And Aspect of the Beast, we saw this with Beastmaster. There we go. I mean, this really didn't take all that long. I do like how they've brought in a melee spec again for Hunter. That's great. Marksman is actually petless, so you don't need a pet. And Beastmaster is all about that pet. All about that pet. About that pet. You Hunter. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. There's a lot of abilities that have been moved around and removed, or like I said, just moved around. For example, if I go back to Beast Mastery and I complained about it, and people are, oh, use Dire Beast, use Dire Beast. Well, you know, this is what I'm greeted to when I first log in, and I had to find everything. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know where everything is at, because you can see that's basically all my abilities are on 2 pages. That's it. If I go to Marksman, right now we're looking at a page and a half of abilities. It's a page and a half of that too, but they have all the fun stuff. Anyways, that's that. There we go, guys. That's the Hunter. We'll be coming up with the Monk very, very soon. Until then, I am EctoMaster, and everything else is coming soon. I know I said it, but that's how we end this video. All these videos, all of them, all the betas, everything else is coming soon. So, up there, I said, get off my case. Wow.